Cool, so I'm back from a small break. The team's had a bit of a change. Motivated by the game we had where we almost lost to Pincer, I decided to take some points out of Gyarados' attack and put them into bulk. So we went the same HP stat. You notice we dropped 6 points in attack. We put 5 of them in defense and 1 in special defense. The details of that are beyond what matters for the purposes of a simple video, but it does mean that we're saying goodbye to old Gyarados. New Gyarados is a bit thicker, but it's also slightly worse at sweeping, very slightly. It doesn't really matter very often. It's only at +1, which I'm really worried about, and +1 shouldn't happen very much. And to be honest, the worry I have is only in a relative sense. Like, it was already bad to try and sweep a +1. That hasn't really changed. So this is any Vaporeon set, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, Pokemon Breeder is set for actually. Okay, that's good to know. That hasn't shown up. One second, I'm just going to fix my OBS so the set shows up. I think that makes it a lot more enjoyable to watch if you know the set as well as I do, because it helps explain a lot of the decision-making processes. Okay, nice. There's Vaporeon 4. Vaporeon 4 itself, very likely to use Shadow Ball or Ice Beam. Oh, sorry, Shadow Ball or Signal Beam. The roll overlap is quite firmly in favour of Shadow Ball. I think we're going to trick it into that. We can always trick back later. So a crit would take Uxie out, so we're going to stop there, I think. So the special defense drop is bad, but the speed is nice. 2 drops is pretty bad. I think after 2 drops it might even be able to break the sub. Not that I want to sub. I'm actually going to sub rest here. Yikes, that did break. So we might have to reset. Okay. That Shadow Ball also broke the sub. I mean, also got a special defense drop. So we had 5, 6, 8, 9. It's got 6 Shadow Ball PP left. That is a very awkward amount. I could just also just stay in. It's got 5 left now. I'm just thinking, because Gyarados will take about a third. It'll take about a quarter. This is awkward. Drapion is not fainting here, obviously. I don't think I can bring Drapion in before Vaporeon is out of Shadow Balls. I can't bring Uxie in, I mean. So if I stay in, it's doing about 50 with Shadow Ball. I don't faint to it. I do get to have a stab at Acupressure. And I can get special defense or evasion. I don't want to take chip on Gyarados. Let's stay in, because if we don't take chip on Gyarados, we could also just switch to Gyarados and set up on the struggles as well. So Drapion definitely survives. The evasion does matter. I'm just thinking because Gyarados takes so little from struggle. It would take only a little bit more than 10 damage. So I could just come in on Shadow Ball. I don't want to come in on 2 Shadow Balls, though. I think I don't want to come in on 1. I could rest here. I think I'd rather not be asleep overall for the fight. So I can get a Gyarados right now. Or I can rest and go to Uxie. The problem is tricking. If I trick the Scarf off, it can get back on Ice Beam. I don't want to freeze Gyarados. Ice Beam would break Gyarados' sub. And I can't trick Memento because after I use Trick to get the Choice Scarf back, Uxie will be trapped into Trick. I'll have to switch out again. And Signal Beam might do enough on Drapion on that switch turn. It would have to be Gyarados. And then I can't go to Drapion. Because Ice Beam does about 50 to Drapion, even with no special defense drops. So I'm thinking about going Gyarados, basically. I don't think that's a safe... There's not an ultra-safe alternative anymore, because I've got too many special defense drops on this attempted setup. The special defense drop probably doesn't matter. I'm just slightly grumpy that there's been so many special defense drops, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So we've got up to +4. Crit doesn't break the sub. Would double crit break the sub? Maybe. Yeah, no reason to risk it. Oh god, is it a 21 IV trainer? It is. Oh, that was played so poorly. I forgot it was 21 IV. So Vaporeon was 232 HP, not 237. Because it's max invested in HP. This is Polytoad 4 at least. At least I know that. So this is Ice Beam or Hypnosis every time. Ice Beam doesn't necessarily break the sub, it's just very likely to. I can also just Earthquake, because Polytoad faints to Earthquake. So I think it probably is just safest to Earthquake. Just remove this. It's the switch in, which means whatever's in the bag doesn't have an electric move and it doesn't have a rock move, very likely. Or if it does, it's physical. And if it's physical, then I can Intimidate, pivot it. It's just unlikely to find a Pokemon is threatening to Gyarados. And if it is, I can Memento it anyway. Okay, it's Tentacruel. I can't actually Memento that because of Clear Body. But I can Earthquake it. Just thinking if the Gyarados set mattered there, it probably didn't at all. So it's Tyrell. At least this guy is 21 IV. Set 1 is going to be Ancient Power, Confuse Ray Sandstorm. Set 2 is Toxic Stockpile Double Team, maybe Ingrain. Set 3, probably Sludge Bomb. And set 4 is going to be Stone Edge or Mirror Coat. So I think we have to trick for set 4. That's set 3. Just thinking about the Giga Drain setup. I think what I'm going to do is Paralyze and Trick back. Give Drapion more time on the setup. So +4 special attack. I might go at +6. But I do want evasion. We've got +6 special attack. I think we want at least +4 in either evasion or defense to be safe on this attempted sweep. Without that, Drapion is too exposed to a Quick Claw Earthquake or something. There's the defense. We could go now. But I've only got 4 boosts left. And I know what they are. They're everything that I wanted earlier. Apart from attack. So obviously we don't OHKO. In fact, we might not even 2-hit KO. Okay. Don't know what Rampardos is. Put Rampardos 3 in. I don't know what Infernape it is. Looks like set 3. So this is Battle 500. It's quite a big one. Articuno is a known entity, which is good. I don't think anything about the Gyarados set changes this. It's Hail, that's set 1. So I think we'll go Drapion. And as always, just sub until there's no more Blizzard PP. To avoid being frozen. Being frozen is the only thing that can go wrong in the setup. So it has one Blizzard PP left, and it's going to use it this turn. So we can just rest on it. I guess Fly does quite a lot. It just, obviously, because it takes 2 turns, it's never going to take out Drapion seriously. Yeah, I think even if I went AFK on clicking acupressure, it wouldn't be able to take me out. Even with Hail denying most turns of Black Sludge, because Hail has to stop every 8 turns. And when it does, Drapion heals for free. And Drapion, meanwhile, should be getting defense and evasion boosts. Although we're kind of still waiting on them. The evasion boost is nice, but it's all come a bit too late. I'm going to have to use rest here. The one thing I've really got to avoid doing in these scenarios is using Substitute. Obviously, after Substitute, Hail would actually take Drapion out. So I think that's the final acupressure. I'm just going to click it again, just in case, though. Yeah. This Fly timing is slightly annoying. It's going to be in the air when I wake up. Yeah. And we don't Oko. Still, Drapion is pretty good at sweeping ice trainers. Yeah. A Bomber Snow. Not able to do anything. Actually missed what that move was. I'm just going to put in a Bomber Snow 4. So we crit Dugong, so no idea what that was. I guess it probably wasn't Dugong 1. That's 500, which is a nice benchmark. This, I've forgotten what we do on Leafeon. Pretty sure it's just a trick. Expecting X-Scissor, surely. Could also switch. Though I don't really want to switch on set 2. I think I've got a trick, haven't I? Because of set 2. That is set 2. So Drapion can't set up on set 2 because Curse only has 10 PP. In fact, this is one scenario where the reduced offensive presence of Gyarados might matter, especially if this thing doesn't get fully paralyzed at all. It's only got 3 curses left. I guess I'll just have to go to +6. The paralysis helps. The issue is I do so little damage with Waterfall right now. You know, I'll do well under 20%. Kind of hoping for... Okay, there's no more fully paralyzed. We'll go for the flinch since it's free. And also we can crit, I guess. Okay, that's helpful. What should have happened there is we should have taken a load of damage from Struggle as we kept using sub on Struggle. There's Glaceon free. Could obviously miss this now because of Snowcloak. Also, I should have used Waterfall and not Earthquake, not paying attention properly to this game. Daphne. This is Heracross 4 then, isn't it? So Heracross 4 can't Oko Uxie like the Adamant one can. Oh, well, I suppose it probably can Oko it, but it won't do it every time. This is Megahorn every single time. The increased bulk is quite nice on Gyarados here, actually. It will move off us even further out of range of being worried about crit taking Gyarados too low to sub. We'll comfortably be ahead of that actually now. We're about 5% physically bulkier. The problem with going Gyarados is that it's just going to want to Megahorn again. I guess we can go Gyarados Drapion. Gyarados. How much damage is Drapion taking from doing that? Maybe about 40. Maybe about, including the healing we get, maybe about a bit over half. It's not too bad. I just can't keep doing that. But I can't Thunder Wave. I don't really want to. I don't want to trick it into Megahorn. It would be, if I was going to do something, it would be Yawn or Memento right now. Because my concern is we can do the Intimidate switch stalling, but Gyarados has to take damage from Megahorn. And Drapion's one coming down. So if Gyarados gets crit, it could be pretty uncomfortable. I guess if Gyarados gets crit, I still have Uxie though. And then Uxie can Memento. It would be at -2 then, Heracross. It wouldn't be -2, it'd be -3. And -3 is low enough that I can just rest loop Earthquake with Drapion. So I guess that is safe. Just doesn't feel terribly safe. So no crit. Expecting another Megahorn. That's actually better damage than I thought it would be. It's actually possible for Heracross to Megahorn Drapion too. It's just more likely to be Earthquake. Yeah. That's about as much damage. Actually, it's slightly better than I expected. From 2 Megahorns. It'd be nice if Megahorn missed Drapion, I suppose. I'm pretty sure Drapion survives this Earthquake. In which case I should just be rest looping, I guess. Because I don't think Drapion can come in onto another Mega Horn and survive Earthquake. So we don't feint to 4 Earthquakes ever here. It's doing too little. Attack isn't what I want to see, but it's fine. We're not in a rush. Going to be out of Earthquake 2 soon anyway. What I'd like to see here is speed into defense. Defense is pretty good on its own too, though. We don't have to rest now. Okay, with 2 defense boosts, it's over. What's difficult at Heracross is if I don't know what the set is. Because set 2 Heracross, I would not be able to switch out turn 1. Well, I guess I could do it. I could also just yawn set 2. But don't think we ochre this ever. Even with a crit, I don't think this would do enough. Yeah. So it's Leafeon 4 and Magnezone 4. Which are not problems. Was Dimitri set 3? I think so. Heracross 3 is a bigger problem than Heracross 4. It's just more powerful. I guess on the other hand, it's stone edging. It's always stone edging Gyarados. What I am pretty sure of is that I need to get out of here though. The extra bulk really might matter here. If that Mega Horn crit, it would have mattered. This new Gyarados versus the old one. So this is Stone Edge every time. Minus Stone Edge doesn't do very much to Drapion. This could be Stone Edge, but I don't mind if it crits Gyarados too much. So Drapion can already rest loop this, and I think I'm going to go for that right now. It would be risky to do anything else. I don't want to bring Gyarados in again. I don't want to bring Uxie in. I did a lot. I think we're fine. Yeah, that's 60 damage, which is fine. Not as scary as it looks. Just run it out of Mega Horn. If it misses a Mega Horn, we get to use Acupressure. We got a Mega Horn miss, but it was just too late to matter. There's the defense boost. That's great. We get the full setup now, no matter what. It's weird how Facade moves the Heracross sprite slightly on the screen. It's a jogger, it's set free. Set 3 is worse than set 4 for a Drapion sweep. For quite a lot of reasons. Machamp. This is a pain. If this is no guard, it's not gonna miss any earthquakes. Earthquake won't break sub on its own, but it will after chip damage, obviously. That flinch is huge. So I can sub here. It's got Quick Claw, it doesn't matter. Settlements free. Good set, but not good at beating Drapion. This is Yan Mega 4. 21 IV set. Tinted Lens Bug Buzz does so much to Gyarados. In fact, I think it could probably crit Oko Gyarados. This does a lot to Drapion. I wonder if I meant to Memento this, actually. I could also Thunder Wave and then go Gyarados. Problem is the Speed Boost variant after a Thunder Wave can still be faster than Drapion. But I guess I always get Memento off at least. So I guess I Thunder Wave and then Memento later. Thunder Wave switch and then later use Memento. And if it's Speed Boost, I might just kill it with Gyarados. I would need +2 attack to kill it with Gyarados. By Thunder Wave and Bug Buzz crits and its Tinted Lens. That's bad. Although, actually, the Tinted Lens set, I do take out 5 Bug Buzz PP with Gyarados. No, I take out 6. And then 7, 8, and 9 can all be on Drapion. So it can be out of Bug Buzz PP by Drapion. And it'll be slower after being paralysed and Air Slash can't flinch. So I win. It's Speed Boost and it crits me turn 1. I'm just going to have to kill it with Gyarados. It's speed boost. Thing is, after it's gonna be faster a lot quicker than I think it is. After a single Dragon Dance, Gyarados is always faster than it though, even if it gets maximum speed boosts because it's paralysed. I only need a single Dragon Dance to be faster. And Gyarados takes less than 25% from, I think, from the Bug Buzz. And I can Memento later even if Gyarados faints. Think kill it though. Kill it and see what comes in next. It's Roserade 4. There's no way to dodge the Earthquake. And I'm fast, obviously. Make this a 3v1. With Uxie's Scarf still intact, that sounds pretty likely to win. I also know the final Pokemon can't have a move that's super effective or very strong against Gyarados, if Leaf Storm was the most powerful move. Curse Bright Powder. In theory, I could miss everything. I wonder if it would have been safer there to switch to Uxie and Trick. Probably after that turn it would. Trick can miss though, as we know. Yeah, it's a small break, longer first set, but that's fine. I'm not sure how long I'll go today. So it's King Latu from Ralph. It can be Crab Hammer and it can be Guillotine. The annoying combination is Hyper Cutter. Having said that, new Gyarados is... Did Steel was a Stark in Gen 4? Yeah, Steel was a Stark. New Gyarados should be much better at taking Crab Hammers, though. I don't want a Memento because of Hyper Cutter. And I don't want a Trick because it'll be faster than everything. Question is what I do now. It's good hit. Obviously, it can Guillotine here. If Guillotine hit Gyarados, I would be upset because Crab Hammer would then have 9 PP. Easy enough to press down Drapion. I think I'd rather Drapion faint than Gyarados. Maybe I'm just meant to let Uxie faint as well. Well, I can stay in for another turn with Uxie. If it sees a kill, if it Crab Hammers again, it'll be guaranteed to Crab Hammer instead of Guillotine again. So this turn it's guaranteed to use Crab Hammer, which means I can bring Gyarados in. It will never use Guillotine here. But it's not hypercutter, it's shell armor. That's really important. It means that Drapion can always set up on this. If I can get 3 Dragon Dances, I am going to attack. It's crit. Yeah, great. +4 is safer into some of the things in the back, but PIs don't have particularly bulky Pokemon in general. There's stuff like Walrein and Dugong though. +5 is a lot safer than +4 again though. Okay, we don't need any more than that. Wheezing 3. So the explosion set's always more likely to come in second. Because explosion is a very high damage move. Not Donphan. What is it? Donphan 2. I was thinking of Flygon, I think. So Wheezing 4. It's possible that this uses Sludge Bomb. It's not guaranteed. It's very, very likely to Shadow Ball. I think I'm happy to let it keep its Quick Claw. I don't think I care about that. If I don't use Trick, it won't Shadow Ball Drapion, which actually helps because I don't want Shadow Ball to get its F drops. The thing I can do to help Drapion is Yawn, though. That does buy a little bit of time. As long as this doesn't get the special defense drop, should be fine. Evasion first is very helpful. Need to be careful against Wheezing though. It can randomly start using Quick Claw Destiny Bond later. I'll have to heal that. I'm pretty sure I am at +4 evasion. Yeah. I would have to wait for every Destiny Bond to be used. Destiny Bond isn't impossible. That high HP is just unlikely. I really don't want to get slapped with it. It's going to waste some turns. That was the final Destiny Bond. "21 IV trainer." It matters because it means Kang doesn't have HP divisible by 4. This is crunch every single time on turn 1. So no reason to take damage on Uxie. Outrage crit actually quite a lot to Gyarados. I wonder if I'm not meant to switch there, actually. I can switch now, though, because it's not going to select it. This is another outrage, though. And coming on the other outrage gives time for Drapion to wake up. The Intimidates don't matter very much to the setup, but they do to stop Kang from doing quite as much damage with self-hit. We don't have to switch anymore, though. We don't take enough from Earthquake to be worried about it. We can't use Giga Impact until Earthquake is out of PP as well. Which matters because Giga Impact actually does more than Earthquake. I've forgotten how many acupressures I used before I came in for the final time. I'm just going to go to failure then. Also not sure if Crunch got any drops. Excluding the first turn. Looks like it didn't. Don't think we care from this range. It's set free, which is awkward. I give set 3 paralysis, is that a problem? Set 3 could use Stone Edge. That's a problem with the Gyarados switch, is the Stone Edge. I guess set 4 using Spore is also a problem. If I trick set 3 into Stone Edge, I could at worst set up Gyarados on it though. Focus Sash is set 1. It hasn't been fully paralysed that much, so I might not get a completely full setup here. Okay, just enough then. Because counter has 20 PP. So it's not no guard. It might be Machamp 3 or Machamp 4. I don't know which Articuno it was either. It's Bastiodon 3 with Fisher. It will never use Fisher against Uxie, which means I think it's going to probably double team. Ironhead is possible. But Gyarados doesn't care at all about Ironhead. It is double team. Well, Drapion is preferable for these PI trainers because of the way it boosts accuracy. It ignores some of the very annoying sets. And also Quick Claw. Explosion can't get Drapion in the same way that it can get Gyarados and expose it. Because if a Quick Claw explosion happens, it means the next Pokemon can't have Quick Claw. Drapion is never weak to being double Quick Clawed. Whereas Gyarados can be weak to be Quick Claw Explosion into Bright Powder or something. The 31 IVA trainer is Conway. I think we're a bit unlucky to miss the KO there. Score. So Gyarados would have swept that particular team. I have to prevent set 2 from Carminding. I therefore think there's no choice. I don't fancy paralysing Uxie. And Carmine has enough PP. Carmine has 20 PP. It's going to be enough time to set up acupressure. We've got 22 turns in total, actually. It's perfectly enough to acupressure 21 times and use sub. Since Gardevoir 2 has odd HP. Lantern survives every time. I missed what that attack was. This is underway 75% of the time from Luxway 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a flinch. Revolve 4. Not seeing a reason to hold back. Can just go straight to... no. I think I'd like tricking it into Night Slash. Night Slash crit will take out Uxie. That's the only problem. Uxie took surprisingly low damage actually there. So if I switch to Drapion right now, Drapion's on a sort of 10, 11 turn clock from Night Slash. Which means that even if I get no defense and no evasion, I can rest and then get 3 more acupressures. That should be enough. Including struggle turns. So it did 15 net damage. That's okay, yeah. 10, 11 turn clock. That's fine. Looking for defense. Okay. I've already got it. I think it's over. Evasion would help a lot as well. In terms of reducing the overall amount of damage taken. Until Weavile hits struggle. It is Peter though. Peter is 21 IV, so this Weavile has 140 health. It faints to 4 struggles, not 5. So I get 7 more acupressure. It should be enough. I might get... no, it's 6, isn't it? Yeah. But those 2 defense boosts mean that I'm out healing easily, at least. So So it faints on this turn. It's Claydol 4. Which is totally fine. And Yan Mega 4 in last. Don't like seeing Yang Mega in first, but in last it isn't a problem. I think I'll do one more set. For 21 battles total. It's not too bad for a short stream. I'm still thinking about going even more defensive on Gyarados. The thing is, it just doesn't... I'm worried about Gyarados being crit. It doesn't matter. The exact defense stat doesn't really matter if Gyarados gets crit. Obviously, investing his defense is half as efficient if I'm thinking about crit scenarios anyway. We can't trick Mark because of sticky hold. I can memento it though. So I just memento, so I'm less worried about explosion. Memento and go to Drapion. It seems like the safest thing to do. Gungshot crit would take out Gyarados, obviously. Gungshot crit and poison might take out Uxie. Probably would. Safe from everything then. Obviously, it can Quick Claw crit and Quick Claw explosion, but if it's not going to do that, I'd rather memento. Use Gunk Shot. Now at -2, Gunk Shot does so little to Drapion. I don't think you need to go -3 via Gyarados. Half think about the damage range of Explosion. It shouldn't use Explosion before Gunk Shot is out of PP though, which is only... Okay, great. Christ, that's scary. Yeah, Muck is very unlikely to explode before Gunk Shot is out of PP, but it can happen. It's happened again. Quick Claw explosion. What is terrible about this scenario is the fact that Marek 4 is not guaranteed to Earthquake. God, that's so bad. I'm in kill range from Stone Edge and from Thunder Punch here. I don't think I can go. I don't think I can switch. I can't Intimidate switch it. God, what a terrible situation. I think I've got a Dark Pulse. I was going to have to Dark Pulse and then just attack. I could also try fishing for... I could also try fishing for the Stone Edge miss on Gyarados. I don't think Gyarados is bulky enough, even at -1, to survive Thunder Punch. Definitely not bulky enough to survive a crit Stone Edge, obviously. What I could do, alternatively, it only uses Earthquake 1 in 4 times. I can rest. After rest, if I'm only in Earthquake range, which I will be, I'm either dead. Yeah, I'm either dead. Is I can go Gyarados and start Intimidate switching. Is that better than Dark Pulse? Oh, this is a really bad situation. The reason why that's risky is because if it just earthquakes here and I don't Dark Pulse, then Waterfall won't KO Marowak. So yeah, thinking about rest. 75% of the time, I guess it's a good play. If Marowak does use Earthquake and I use rest, I would just have to substitute, hoping for Stone Edge misses. And if I get a Stone Edge miss, I can Dragon Dance and Waterfall. Another thing to say is that if I rest and it's not Earthquake and I switch, I could be switching Gyarados into a Stone Edge. That's possible. I also need to... I need so many... I need to stall Marowak out of Earthquake PP, basically, to get a setup going with Drapion. Which just isn't going to happen. Yeah, I'm just thinking, even if I can magically get Marowak to -6 attack, still taking too much damage on those switches. I guess at the end of all of that, what I might have is an opportunity for Gyarados to set up Dragon Dances on Marowak using Stone Edge or Thunder Punch, which is so scary, but I guess not necessarily a loss. So Dark Pulse or Rest. I guess another idea, it's insane, would be to Acupressure, hoping for evasion. I'd lose. I mean, if I don't Rest or Dark Pulse, I think I'm just so likely to lose. In all of these scenarios, I really need the last Pokemon to be something that either Drapion walls or Gyarados beats easily. I'm gonna have to get the damage calc out actually for this. I need to damage calc how much exactly Drapion is taking from -1 and -2 Stone Edges and Thunder Punches to know if it's correct. So at -1, Stone Edge is 56 to 66. Thunder Punch is 42 to 50. Those are the attacks Drapion will be switching into. If I do manage to successfully rest and switch. It's just so much damage. The other problem is that after an Intimidate, Okay, after Intimidate, actually, Marowak is guaranteed to Thunder Punch. It will never Stone Edge. Because Thunder Punch always kills Gyarados when Stone Edge doesn't necessarily kill Gyarados. Oh, that's not good. I'd much rather use Stone Edge, because Stone Edge is sort of like a throw move. Alternatively, I could rest, switch, sub. But then the problem is, after Leftovers healing, I'd still be outside of Stone Edge kill range most of the time. Doesn't solve the problem. I mean, the end of that line is just so bad, though, because Gyarados would be using sub, and Marowak could basically have a 90% chance to break the sub. So although Stone Edge is 80% accurate, obviously Thunder Punch is 100% accurate. I mean, even the weakest move Marowak has now, if it hits it on... If I rest into Thunder Punch, basically, it's the weakest move that can be used against Drapion. I'm still taking so much from that. And because this Marowak switched in, it's got Earthquake, obviously, that's why it switched in. It doesn't tell me very much about the final Pokemon. The final Pokemon could also have Earthquake. The thing is, I'm just thinking of also about Muck. I mean, I can't trick Muck, and if Muck is going to explode and turn free, there's not really anything I can do. I mean, it can Quick Claw explode. It could have Quick Claw exploded on Gyarados as well. And it can just unpredictably Quick Claw explode on Gyarados. Looking more and more like a loss. I thought a bit about rest, thinking about Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse can flinch. The problem is, Dark Pulse is going to be like a 4-hit KO on Marowak. Even if I flinched, what would change? I'd have to get like a flinch and a crit, or a double flinch. Even then, double flinch crit. It's just not going to happen, is it? I think it's got to be rest. The more I think about it, the more I think that's true. To be 25% to lose immediately, even if I don't, I think I will need Stone Edge misses. Either against Drapion on the switch, or potentially against Gyarados much later if I have to just blindly sub a Marowak. I wonder if I can run it. Another idea is, because I keep thinking about trying to run it out of Earthquake. What if I can run it out of Thunder Punch? That would be really hard to do, but not impossible. But I think I need to make my first decision. The perfect turn here is Rest and Stone Edge miss, which would be really incredible. I think I'd be able to save Drapion if that happens. Okay, at least it's not. Okay, at least it's not Earthquake. I'm at 118. So we'll continue easy turns. The next easy turn is to switch here. It has to Earthquake. It's now at -1. Let's use an Earthquake. Just gonna make a note. Let's use 1 Thunder Punch. And it's used 1 Earthquake. Thunder Punch Oko's Gyarados here. If I can run it out of one of those moves, either Thunder Punch or Earthquake, while the Earthquake one is still alive, I might be able to win. This is Thunder Punch every single time. I think it's... because if I sub, it's still Thunder Punch. I think I need to go Drapion then. Yeah. And this is guaranteed to be Earthquake 2, because Marowak's at -1, it sees a kill. It's never Stone Edge. So it's used 2 Thunder Punch, 2 Earthquake. It's now at -2. It's no longer guaranteed to use Thunder Punch against Gyarados. It's likely, but it could Stone Edge as well. Let me just see. 86. I take 35-ish from this next Thunder Punch. That's a lot. I guess I'll call it 25-ish after healing. Another thing I can do, I can substitute once here. If I substitute once, it means that I'm getting chip healing on the turns Gyarados comes in. It's It's sort of like a free... It's a bit like a free sub then. And it also means that Drapion is going to come into Thunder Punch and not Stone Edge next turn, because I'll be in Thunder Punch kill range after Substitute. So I quite like that. I guess I would then be stuck switching between the two of them. Probably until Drapion faints. Yeah, so I'd be using Substitute every time Gyarados is at full HP. And otherwise, just switching. That would waste an additional few Thunder Punches on average. Sounds good in theory. My concern is going to be that eventually Drapion will be so low in health that Marowak will see a kill with Stone Edge. And then Gyarados can't come in safely. I think I can still sub this first time though. Because I'll definitely full heal out of that anyway. It's difficult though because I'm trying to see so many turns ahead. Very difficult to imagine a way out of this. Without a lot of luck, I think. I guess alternatively I could say, what if I took this opportunity to intentionally bring Gyarados low? While it doesn't matter. Because that wastes a bit more Thunder Punch PP. And Gyarados will still be coming in safely to Earthquakes. So I won't be able to safely do this later when Drapion is low. Drapion is guaranteed to get low. So what would that mean? It would probably mean double sub right now. The problem I'm just getting over is Thunder Punch and Stone Edge together are 20 PP. I've got to think, even if I get 10 free switches from Drapion, and I get, let's say, 2 or 3 substitutes, I'm just never making up that gap. I'm always looking at 5 PP at the end. And Gyarados won't be at full HP. and I won't be able to sub. If I can get it down to only having Ironhead left, I can then win. That would mean a full Dragon Dance setup with sub. I can't. The thing is, I can't sub too many times because I'll be in. If I sub too many times, I'm going to be in Stone Edge range instead of Thunder Punch range. I definitely don't want Drapion to be Thunder Punched. Stone Edge instead of. I want Drapion to be Thunder Punched. I mean. Oh, how to win this? I'm not helpless yet. I need to think. I need to think now. I know this is taking a while, but I need to think now before it's too late to change my mind on anything. What I definitely need to do is I need to maximize leftovers healing on Gyarados. I do know that. It's going to be so close. There is one other option which sounds insane, but is a real option, is that Marowak's at -2. Marowak is at -2 right now. Drapion's at 86 health. It's not dead. If I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get rid of all its PP, I could just Dragon Dance right here. I'd be risking the paralysis or the crit. Which is bad. But is that my best odds? Is that better odds than trying to sort of grovel it out? And I guess one final option is that I could just not even go for the setup. I could just try and flinch it right now. I could also crit it right now. So I think I've got to think of that. I've probably got. There might be a 25% chance to win. Let's go for the flit or cringe. crit or to flinch right now. There's also the +1 Gyarados idea. Something I hadn't considered, which seems insane. I could bring Gyarados all the way down to Iron Head range and try and get Marowak to Iron Head Gyarados, which would keep Drapion alive for slightly longer. So that would mean going down to 13 life. And the problem is I would lose. A second Marowak does not Earthquake on the Switch. So even if Marowak perfectly starts Iron Heading, it only buys 10 turns of leftovers healing, which is obviously not full HP for Gyarados. These rolls look so bad. Even at -4, -5. Marowak does too much damage to Drapion. So at -6, Marowak does 22 to 26 against Drapion with Stone Edge, and 17 to 20 with Thunder Punch. And Iron Head damage is basically identical to Thunder Punch. That's just outside the range. I think that's just outside the range that Drapion could ever safely get to. I need to talk about this now because I need to think right now what my best plan is, because this might be my last chance to just attack and still have Drapion be kind of healthy. So this is the most important turn. I mean, it's a basic maths problem. To get rid of all the Earthquake PP, Drapion would have to switch in 8 times here. And it just can't do that. Like I said, even at -6 attack, it's taking about 7 damage when it comes in. And it's going to be a lot more than -7, I mean -6 attack for the first few switch-ins. Yeah, the idea of just attacking is growing on me. I can't see how, without at least one Stone Edge miss, can't see how that maths just adds up at all. What is very painful about this is how good Uxie is against Marowak. By removing the Fit Club, obviously. Thing is though, if I'm gonna YOLO, shouldn't I try and YOLO with more boosts, which I can eventually get? I don't need to completely sack Drapion. But I can bring it in enough times that I'm not in 2-hit KO range from Thunder Punch. So that one I can use. I can Thunder Punch twice then, at least. Or I can Dragon Dance twice. That seems particularly better than trying to do it right now, at least. Could even do it at -6. That might matter. If it's like a quick attack Pokemon or something in last. Can't think of any sets that are quick attack, but I guess in case it is. Oh, man. I don't know what to do here. feels like I probably can't. It feels like I probably exactly can't do this, which is very frustrating. It's difficult. If I want to commit to trying to intentionally weaken Gyarados, I need to do it. I need to do it here. If I want to commit to trying to sweep with like +1, I also need to decide that right now. Another thing I've forgotten, I'm looking at the AI docs. I've forgotten about the 40-60 chance for 4-time super effective moves to get prioritized by the AI as well. So it does mean that Drapion is more likely to come into Thunder Punches, but that's not necessarily good news. Because I would rather Drapion was coming into potential Stone Edges, because Stone Edge can miss. In which case, I mean, if I'm thinking that's the out, I would need to substitute 3 times right now. And then switch. And probably then when I come in back in, I probably have to substitute again to get Gyarados back into Stone Edge range. The issue is that's all in. There is no backup plan if that fails. That is all in on a Stone Edge miss. And if I don't get one, then Gyarados will be probably too low in HP to get any kind of setup. It's an interesting decision, though. It's an interesting potential line. Because the odds on getting a single Stone Edge miss aren't bad. They're much better than my chances of flinching here. And I don't like Gyarados' chances of winning at +1. Plus having to take on the potential for Thunder Punch crit or Thunder Punch paralysis. I'd much rather get some kind of guaranteed setup line. Just thinking, even if that is enough, what that effectively does is put Drapion at plus 10, plus 11 health, if I can get a Stone Edge miss. But before I start taking about 9, 10 from those Thunder Punches, Gyarados has to come in 8 more times for the remaining 8 Earthquake PP. And Drapion has to come in to a -2 attack next. I think it would have to be the next Stone Edge that missed then. I don't think anything else would be good enough. That is super all-in though, the substitute spam. I don't know if it'll even be enough at the end of that. Drapion's got to be in Marowak's face for 2 turns. I guess I can further delay potentially, because I can just sub and then switch. I'm kicking decisions down the road slightly, but not too much. Hmm. I'm also just thinking, I'm sure it would be nice if Gyarados was like 4 times as bulky magically. I'm really not sure what's better for my chances is to see if I can recover Drapion or not. And if not, does doing it partially help enough? feel like that's got to be the answer. So I'd be all in on some kind of stone edge miss. Just do some enough mental maths here. Just calculating all the possible damage rolls in this spreadsheet. So here's what I'm thinking. Firstly, we've got the first option is, as I said, just waterfall. The advantage of waterfall is that if I can flinch or crit Marowak, I basically have a sort of, not a 1v1, but a sort of 1v1 with Gyarados versus some unknown Pokemon in the back. I really know nothing about what's in the back because Marowak came in, but Marowak's got Earthquake, which beats almost everything in the decision tie with Mark. The disadvantage of that is that if Waterfall does not crit or flinch, I get hit by Thunder Punch, which will do around 160, 170 damage, and it can crit, and it can paralyze. And if one of those things happen, then I just lose. So Waterfall is not a great option, really, overall. I'd say, even if we say Gyarados is like 70% to win the final 1v1, which is probably quite generous against a set 4 trainer. Like even if we say that, we're looking at a sort of 16% win chance. Now the next option, which is quite tempting, is Dragon Dance. Has the same downsides with Thunder Punch, paralysis and crit chances into Gyarados being a loss. The upside is that if I don't get crit or paralyzed, I have a +1 Gyarados against something in the back. Now the downside of that is that +1 Gyarados is just not that good at sweeping. Like, you do not have to be particularly bulky to survive +1 Waterfall. And I'll be so low in health in HP that Gyarados, I'll lose if Gyarados can't OHKO it. There's also other weird scenarios, like, it can't be Quick Claw, but, Bright Powder or Laxing Sense. There's also Pokemon with, like, Sucker Punch, Quick Attack, Bullet Punch. And there's also, like, what if it's a Grass type? Just lose. So those are both pretty bad options. The final option, which I've been trying to calculate, is to somehow try and stall out. So right now Marowak is at -2. And it's got 8 Earthquake left and 13 Thunder Punch left. 15 Iron Head and 5 Stone Edge. Which is a lot of moves. I can stall it out though. I can just about do it. But it will require a Stone Edge miss. Ideally a Stone Edge miss kind of early on. However, what I'm going to do is a kind of mid-ground play, where I'm not going to fully play to the Stone Edge out, but I'm also not going to fully commit. I'm not going to fully play into it, but I'm also going to fully commit so that I have the option of potentially doing a Dragon Dance thing anyway. So I keep the potential upside of 0.2. But also, if I can get this thing, I only need to stall out of Thunder Punch or Earthquake, really. If I can do one of those, I will win. Because I will be able to fully set up whatever Pokemon is left. I've just noticed in OBS that it's called Gyarados, which is funny. Anyway, the outcome is ugly. But if I'm gonna go for this stall play, I want to use Substitute first. And the reason why I use Substitute is because I get chip healing back in. So although I take damage to Substitute, it's a bit like I force it to use Thunder Punch without actually doing any damage to Gyarados, because Gyarados won't take any damage when it's coming into Earthquake. So I'm going to start off with Substitute. And we knew it was going to Thunder Punch. It's going to Thunder Punch again now. Very likely. It's very, very likely to see the kill. I think there's 12 rolls in 16, so 75% chance to see the kill here with Thunder Punch. If it doesn't, it will Stone Edge. The best thing you can do is Stone Edge miss, though. Okay, so there's a Thunder Punch. We did take... Yeah, we took quite a bit of damage there. But this is guaranteed now to be Earthquake. So do this. So let's use 3 Thunder Punch and 3 Earthquake, and it's at -3 attack. Now this could be Stone Edge, and it can be Thunder Punch. There's a mix. Thunder Punch doesn't see a kill anymore, but Stone Edge is Stone Edge can get a +1 score from being super effective. It can also get a +1 score because it's high crit anyway. It's got special high crit move AI. Thunder Punch can also though get a +1 score as well as being most damaging, simply because it's 4 times super effective. So we're going to bring Drapion in again on this. Thunder Punch should do 26 to 31. Okay. That was 26. Which is lucky. It's once again guaranteed. So it's now his 4 Thunder Punch. It's now once again guaranteed to use Earthquake. It's at -4 attack. Now what I'm thinking now is this is the decision point. Thunder Punch 2 it KOs Gyarados, so I'm not really on for a double Dragon Dance. I could switch here, but the most likely move is Thunder Punch. Another thing I can do though is I can substitute down until I'm in Stone Edge range, and then Marowak it becomes a lot more likely to kick Stone Edge because Stone Edge and Thunder Punch will tie if they both see a kill. So I'm going to commit to that now. I'm committing to Stone Edge is going to miss something, basically. But not fully committing. The first sub brings us to 145. We know that it's most likely to Thunder Punch here, so let's use 2 Thunder Punch. We need to substitute again. And we're at 73. Let's use another Thunder Punch. Now at 73 it can see a Stone Edge kill. This is precisely the time where we want to try and bring Drapion in, because we're bringing it into a potential -4 Stone Edge or -4 Thunder Punch. If we bring it into a -4 Thunder Punch, we're hoping it does a min roll, which would be 22, and then we'd heal for 11. We go to 36 then. The game would still be alive if that happens. Yeah. So Stone Edge miss is exactly what we're looking for. Just use 1 Stone Edge. It's once again guaranteed to Earthquake. We have to get out of here, but this is really good news for Drapion's HP total. So that's 7 Thunder Punch, 5 Earthquake, and 1 Stone Edge, and it's at -5. Now the problem is, at 85 HP, we are once again not in Stone Edge range. So I think what we want to do here is, I think we want to substitute again, so we'll be within Stone Edge range. Because although 1 miss is good, 2 misses would be even better. At that point, I think I save Drapion every time. because I'd be bringing in to 5 different Thunder Punches. Yeah, Drapion survives then. So that would actually be a win, which would be huge. So I need to sub again to bring myself 49 HP, which is well within Stone Edge range. So that's another Thunder Punch. Really want this to be Stone Edge, and I really want it to miss. If it doesn't miss, I really want it to be a min-roll Thunder Punch, which is 18. It's 19. It's okay. It's guaranteed to Earthquake again. So it's now at -6. I'm actually still in Stone Edge range, even though it's at -6. Now the problem is, if I want to sub here, I'm completely closing off the door to Gyarados ever being able to set up safely. In theory, Gyarados could come in on the next 4 Earthquakes, which is 48 healing, which is enough to use Dragon Dance. Drapion will still be alive then. So it'll be 4. So it'll be 4 more Thunder Punches, be 13, and then I'd have two separate times that I would be able to substitute with Gyarados. So I would have, at minimum, I would have a chance to win with Stone Edge Miss. But if I sub now, I'm closing that door off because -6 Thunder Punch still does 67 minimum to Gyarados. So I will not be able to Dragon Dance again if I substitute again. So that was a 16 damage Thunder Punch, which is perfect. It's not as good as a Stone Edge Miss, but it's still pretty good. Now, Marowak can't use Stone Edge on Drapion until 26 HP or lower, so this is still guaranteed Earthquake. And again, I cannot sub. I am in Thunder Punch kill range. It'll always be Thunder Punch here. So that was a 17. Yeah, I'm at 39. That's going to be really close. It's going to be really, really close, actually. I take about 7 damage each time Drapion comes in. 7 or 8 damage. It's going to be so close with Drapion surviving or not. It's the Earthquake. He's got 2 Earthquakes left. Gyarados is no longer in Thunder Punch kill range, so these can be Stone Edges again. Stone Edge is important because it does about 5 more damage, which is a big difference for Drapion right now. It's a big, big difference. It was a 16. Marowak's got 3 Thunder Punch PP left. It's once again guaranteed to Earthquake. So worst case scenario at the end of this, I'll have Gyarados using Substitute on Stone Edges. Hoping for a single miss. Single miss would mean that I can start Dragon Dancing up on the Iron Heads. Hoping for no crit Iron Head, I guess. However, the only way to guarantee Marowak runs out of Earthquake PP is to bring Drapion back in. $28. It's got 2 Thunder Punches left. It's guaranteed to Earthquake here. I have to get out. So that was the final Earthquake. It is now out of Earthquake PP. So although it's out of Earthquake PP, Drapion has to be... Drapion is awakened 2 turns. And I can't... I'm effectively at 39 health. So Drapion would faint to Stone Edge twice, or Stone Edge plus Thunder Punch or Iron Head. That's a shame. I'm exactly... it's a shame. Drapion has taken just about too much damage. 28 is... I would be safe at sort of 30. I didn't get enough Stone Edges here. I know I got a Stone Edge miss, but I just did not get enough Stone Edges in this line. So Drapion can't be saved. And the strongest move against Drapion is out of PP, which means that Marowak behaves randomly against Drapion now. And although, well, it doesn't act completely randomly though, because Stone Edge, even though Drapion has Battle Armor, Stone Edge has increased crit chance. Which means it's slightly more likely to be chosen than Iron Head or Thunder Punch. Drapion can beat 2 Thunder Punch, or 2 of Iron Head and Thunder Punch, because then Drapion will be able to rest though. I'm considering, what if I just... do I sack for that then? I'm at an awkward HP though. I would only get... at 109 HP, I only get 2 guaranteed subs. Not necessarily enough. The problem is Marowak is not 1/3 to go for Stone Edge. It's much higher to go for Stone Edge. And if I try and substitute here with Gyarados, Marowak has 2 Thunder Punches and 4 Stone Edges. It's not going to make a difference to whether or not Marowak Stone Edges Drapion. And Marowak only needs 1 Stone Edge against Drapion. There's no way I can stall for 4 turns with Gyarados. Unless Stone Edge misses, and then if Stone Edge misses, I would much rather it missed on Drapion, for obvious reasons. This is so close. This is so close to being won and so close to being lost. So Marek is probably going to Thunder Punch this turn. Thunder Punch only has 2 PP left. It would be a big deal if it would be a really, really big deal actually if this Thunder Punch hit Drapion. So Drapion's still not useless. I can bring Drapion into Thunder Punch, and then the turn after that, Drapion would be in Stone Edge range and not Thunder Punch range. So that would mean that Marek has 3 Stone Edge, 1 Thunder Punch against Gyarados. I only need one of those to miss. In fact, because it's at -6, I don't even have to sub with Gyarados. I can just Dragon Dance twice. It's risky against Stone Edge, but I get that as an out. That's pretty good, actually. That's Gyarados. The Gyarados setup is very likely to work, and I do need Drapion to die here, actually. Yeah, I need Drapion to die. For 1 PP of Thunder Punch and 1 PP of Stone Edge. It's guaranteed. There's the Thunder Punch. 18 damage. So only Stone Edge kills. Actually, max roll Iron Head kills. Okay, but it's probably Stone Edge. Because it's a crit, it's a plus crit chance move that sees the Oko. Oh my god. Oh my god. That miss is huge. It means that Drapion lives. I can rest. Marek can't crit me, it can't flinch me, it can't paralyze me because I'm asleep. So I get to rest with Drapion. It has 1 Thunder Punch, 3 Stone Edge, and 15 Iron Head remaining. That's a acupressure setup. I mean, actually, I can't even go back. I can't go back to Gyarados anyway. Because they're coming into a crit. I guess I could go back to Gyarados. I don't wake up this turn. I wake up next turn, but it doesn't matter because there's no way it can do enough damage. I think it's got to be better to stay in. You could also miss again. If it misses again, I maybe don't even have to rest. No, it does hit. So I'm pretty sure it's got 2 Stone Edge left. That's huge that Drapion managed to survive. God, Drapion is so bulky. Special defense. Oh, I need this acupressure setup to be good, actually. I don't have as much time as I thought I did. 2 evasion is amazing. Really amazing, actually. And the defense boost. Okay, so we got 1 of each defense. Wait, this is Simon, isn't it? Wait, it's Simon. It's 21 IV. This Marek is dead to 4 struggles. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Another defense boost is amazing. What would be I really need speed, I guess. Special attack is really good. Accuracy helps if the last Pokemon is Bright Powder or Relaxing Sense. Speed boost is incredible. So the best boost now is special attack. Definitely special attack. Okay, we got a load of attack boosts. I'm not going to complain though. So +6 evasion. There's the other special defense boost. And at +4 speed with fast and everything. This Marowak is dead this turn though. It's 140 HP, 21 IV. I'm hallucinating, aren't I? It's not Simon. I could have. Oh no! Oh no! It is 20. It is a 21 HP trainer, but Marowak is base 60 HP, not base 70. Which means he's got 130 HP, so he's got 2 HP remaining right now. Oh, I hope that doesn't matter. I guess Dark Pulse is the safest thing. My god, it's Mismagius 4. This thing has Focus Sash and Thunderbolt. This would have completely destroyed Gyarados. I guess Gyarados behind a sub is okay. But Gyarados would have needed +2 speed to beat this. God, that's scary. What a team. Quick Claw Explode. Marowak, after Uxie died, and Mismagius to Merc. Oh, I would have been punished so hard for the Gyarados setup. Because this Mismagius is in last, it would never have Destiny Bonded. It would be guaranteed to go for the kill moves. God, that's so scary. I'm not even sure if what I did was correct with the baiting out Stone Edge. Like, I'm really not sure. I was very close to... A large part of me wanted to just switch stall Marowak until it was -6 and then just click Dragon Dance twice. Which would have been like 30% to lose. With the double paralysis, double crit chance. Actually, wait, I would have lost anyway. I'd have lost to Mismagius. I'd had to have flinched it. Yeah, I would have just lost. Jesus. To be honest, I'm not sure if I can pay attention anymore. Let's do set 2. Don't really want to see an electric lead right now. It should be Thunder Wave every time though, right? So I'm faster. I'm still thinking about that last match. I don't know what I should have done differently though. I guess I could have gone Gyarados after Memento on Mark. But weirdly, that would have made the whole thing worse because I was only in that situation because Because Drapion was able to use Rest on Marowak. Because all the other boos saw kills, it was more likely to do that. If I'd gone Gyarados and tried to set up, Miss Magius would have come in next and used Thunderbolt. But I guess no. I would have won then because Drapion sets up on Miss Magius easily. What a weird game. I've overstayed my welcome. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to cure this paralysis, but it's safer to... Okay, I've just got fully paralyzed every single turn there. Whatever. Flygon 2. Yeah, I don't fancy trying to fix this. This is too fast. Just got to kill it. Yeah. Okay, at least it didn't Fissure and hit Fissure. Glaceon 2. Okay, I mean, it never kills Drapion. I guess I'm fine. So it's Poison Jab or Sludge Bomb / Shadow Ball / Dark Pulse. Or Gunk Shot. Or Stone Edge. I'm set 4. That's too much variance. I can't switch Gyarados into that. That's set 4. I think I'm going to paralyze and trick back if I can. I won't be able to though. This is quite a bad situation, to be honest. It's got 3 Gunshot PP left until it starts struggling. At least it hasn't got HP divisible by 4. Yeah, struggle does a lot to Gyarados too, obviously. If I begin Toxicroak, I might have to rest. If it hits every Gunk Shot, I'll have to rest on the struggles. Oh, this is another bad game. I think I threw on turn 1 as well. I think I should have used a Memento. Shit. On the other hand, if it's going to hit every Gunk Shot, I don't want Gyarados in either, really. And I can't switch Gyarados into a Gunk Shot for obvious reasons. Well, if it hits every Gunk Shot, Gyarados will be low, but not too low. Gyarados will be out of struggle crit range at least. which is not too bad. I should be able to get like +3, even accounting for like struggle critting a sub. Toxic Oak should be paralysed for a few turns here, but I can't count on that always happening. I think it's safe to go Gyarados though. So it's so likely that Acupressure could just do nothing, and then it's basically naked Drapion. No power. I mean, between paralysis and Gungshot miss, I should be almost 50% to buy a free turn here. Okay, got a miss. Nice. He got 3 out of 3 Gunshots and hasn't been paralysed yet. There's the first paralysis. I could just go now. Like, because the next struggle is going to break the sub, I'm certain. And I could say I could drag a Dance then sub, but then the struggle crit would break the sub. I'd much rather be at +4 behind a sub, guaranteed, than +6 and potentially no sub. It's Magmortar. Oh no, it's not a set 4 trainer, it could be anything. In which case it's probably not Magmortar 4, it's probably Magmortar 3. Just got Thunder Punch. Anyway, we will not be using Waterfall on Flame Body, to the shock of everyone. We don't know what Lucario set was. I guess it probably wasn't Lucario 2. It's more likely to be like Lucario 4. To lose the switch-in decision to Magmortar. Tell you, after the really long battle, I really don't want to see Heracross 4. It's fine though, I think my previous analysis was correct. No crit there is good news. The miss there is even better news. This is always going to be Earth. It's not always Earthquake, it's most likely to be Earthquake. And Drapion can actually already rest loop at -2. So -3 isn't required. It does, however, speed things up. So fully healed Gyarados there, which is nice. It might matter later. And getting the defense boost before the rest loop is nice too. Even if I didn't get defense boost there, wasn't any risk. Earthquake's only doing about 40 at -4. That did a lot, that Dark Pulse. Indra 4 will survive. So will Milo 4. Ludicolo 4. I quite like to trick this into Rain Dance, which should be fairly likely on turn 1. There we go. I do not want to lose the sub. Really don't want to lose it. Enough that I think I'm okay with +4. This is Sash, so we'll go for the flinch. Don't like this thing. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just Memento and go Gyarados? And then Drapion never faints to Earthquake and we stall it out and Drapion fully sets up? This sounds pretty good to me. I can't T-Wave it, obviously. I guess I could Yawn. I could Yawn it. I don't think Return Crit will kill Uxie. Yeah, we'll Yawn it then. Potentially survive. If it crits here, I'll have to Memento. It doesn't. I think at -2, I might already be able to rest loop it, but definitely at -3, Drapion's not scared. I quite like full healing Gyarados. And it's pretty safe on Earthquake, obviously. The fact that I'm further dropping its attack doesn't really matter, but I want Gyarados to be at full health, just in case this is a hard battle. I got cross chop. Okay, fine. That's close enough to full health. Thank you for reminding me that you're Quick Claw. I did remember. I actually have to rest here again, I think, to be safe with quick claw earthquakes. Nice. Well, actually, thinking about it again, what does happen if Gyarados gets crit on turn 1 or turn 2? Because with Quick Claw, it's not actually completely trivial to stall out Earthquake. I suppose what I can do is trick. I can trick turn 1. That's what I do. I trick. It's really boring. Oh, not paying attention. Why is you for? You're going to Thunder Wave, even if you live and you don't live. I'm probably gone 2-4. Which is a nice set for Factory. This is definitely the last game of today. My focus is completely gone. This can never Thunder Punch. Don't really want to switch and risk Gyarados though. Crush Claw crit on Gyarados. I'm just gonna waste Lumberry, I think. And then on Truant, I'll switch. And on non-Truant, I can get hit by Thunder Punch, that's fine. Don't really want to be paralysed, but these drops are helping. I'm a little bit scared of Brush Claw defense drops. Not because Drapion would faint or anything, but just because it might put me in an awkward situation with wanting to sub. Yeah, there it is. Well, the defense boost helps a lot. The evasion boost probably helps more. Okay, that's it. That's the end of... Should be the end of games for today. Very unlikely set 2 trainer has something in the back that can actually sweep the team. Uxie is still alive and Gyarados is at full health. Yeah, 50% to drop defense is an annoying effect in this situation. That's why the evasion boosts are more helpful than defense boosts, I think. No paralysis. Well, I shouldn't really be risking these. Because Ice Punch could be... Ice Punch Freeze would be annoying. It's out. So I don't OHKO it. It has too much health, even though it has rubbish special defense. So is Earthquake gonna hit? It's a flinch. And Crobat 2 is a rubbish set. Deads to Sand, perhaps? Yeah. What a horrible round of battles that was. Jesus. Marowak is such a menace. Well, it's not Marowak, it's Mark. Quick Claw Explosion. With Sticky Hold. God, that thing sucks. Why don't... I'm surprised there's not more talk about that on the Frontier boards, but whatever. That's everything. Oh, it wasn't Hippowdon 4, it was Hippowdon 2.